I apologize for that, everyone. Had to take care of some personal stuff. Anyway, let's continue. How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on? Ah, yes! The key to the channeling chamber. Mia, have you seen this key before? It's literally the key to understanding everything that's happened in this case. Right now, that key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts. What does she mean? I'm certain this key will be the piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. You already know everything you need to know. You know what the key to this case is. That is enough. How can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? I didn't know it at the time. But this day was going to end with a turn for the surprising. Mia? What? What's wrong? That's right. Only I can see the Psycho-Ox. Which means Mia must know something about the real murderer. But for this to be something that she would hide under lock and key from even me, what in the world is going on? Anyway. Let's continue. No, I heard it's a successor this time. There's a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what kind of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now a successor. I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be. Pearl. Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Wow. She must have a lot of stamina. indeed. At least I know Edgeworth would be better to me, would be nicer to me than Von Karma. Ah, greetings, Coyote. Yes, it's very rare that I actually live stream during the day, but since I had to get up early, I figured I might as well. Main reason why I don't often live stream during the day is because I often get hit with a lot of distractions. That's why I actually cut the stream off earlier when I wasn't ready to. I still remember him as though I only seen him yesterday. Maya, please don't ever mention that name again. I forgot you don't know. He's gone, and he's not coming back. Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway. Let's begin. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. On the prosecution defense prepared. Everyone, this is Manfred von Karman's daughter, Francesca. One moment, everyone. Just gotta stretch. This is gonna be one hell of a battle. And I'm not joking when I say that. Very well. Yes, Your Honor. No, I am not. Francesca von Karma, the prodigy. About her father, Manfred von Karma. We shall see about that. Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement, please. Your Honor. Oh, we shall see, Miss Von Karma. Justified self-defense? I think not. A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. We could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but the defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because to plead justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone. Like father, like daughter, I suppose. Witness, your name and occupation. Explain to the court the details of this murder. Very well. The channeling chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. They were channeling a spirit. Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room. Few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room. I disagree. It may sound like an open and shut case, but do not be fooled. Don't forget what I said earlier. Nothing in this... Do not be fooled by what you may seem or what you actually see. Basically, nothing in this case is actually what it seems to be. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead. Shot was fired at point-blank range. Before the victim was shot, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used a pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. I would say that's overkill. Even if he hadn't died instantaneously, I think he would have died after being stabbed in the chest. Very well. The murder weapon, detective. Whose pistol was it? That is a good point. There are several lawyers, and there are several lawyers that do actually hold guns. Yes, I'm aware of that. Interesting. That actually looks like a 38. A 38 Magnum, to be exact. I could tell by both the color of the gun and the grip and handle. Point blank, huh? Point blank is usually at max, usually about, I would say about 3 feet. Some not, usually 2 to 3 feet. 12 to 20 inches away, so it's usually about 2 feet. A foot to 2. A foot or 2. How do you know he was shot at point blank? Excuse me? Ah, the gunpowder burned. True. It has been proven that the only way someone can actually get a gunpowder burn is if they're shot at point blank range. Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot. Yes. There were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Why would the victim be stabbed? A fruit knife. How severe was the wound? I'm still curious about that bullet hole. I'm thinking either the killer was down, or it ricocheted off something. It's the only way I can think of that a bullet hole would actually be that far low. This testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with the intent to kill. Are you sure you were stabbed first and then shot? Do not ramble, and do not listen to her rambling. Only listen to the important facts. That's what I do. That is true. Very well. Yeah, that definitely looks like a 38 Magnum. You can tell by the color of the gun and the grip. Usually only a Magnum has that kind of grip. The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time. No. Oh, I think there is room for doubt. Yes. You will not get me, Von Karma. I already took down your father. And I will take down you. If we play justified self-defense, we'll basically be confessing to murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined, and she'd be labeled a murderer. I cannot let that happen. Your Honor, the defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of a complete acquittal. Sure about that? Miss Von Karma. Another piece of incriminating evidence, huh? Very well. Let's see it. Okay, that looks like Maya's outfit. True. We did see Maya covered in blood. But that does not mean that she actually is the killer. I don't buy it. Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood spatters on her clothes. This situation get any worse? No. I will not sulk with my tail between my legs. That is going to be your job, Miss Von Karma. Once I take you down. I already took down your father, and you are next. Why didn't you say so in your testimony earlier? Yes, I'm aware of that. Maya, she was wearing her channeling costume today, too. Is she not allowed to wear something else? The spot on the costume. Were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence?
Objection!
I think we have plenty of time, Miss Von Karma. I'm not buying it. Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. There must be something about this costume. I just have to look harder. Something doesn't fit. Your Honor, actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence. I've come this far, there's no turning back now. Bingo! That looks like a bullet hole. Bingo. I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. Bingo! So that's what the bullet ricocheted off Maya's outfit. It ricocheted off Maya, then stuck itself in the wall. Looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole. One moment. What else is she hiding? I don't think so. Objection, Your Honor. How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight. Please continue your testimony, Detective. He wasn't fighting back? How do you know if he was or was not? If only I had something to prove that the victim did fight back. Avant karma. She thinks she can decide the verdict with this testimony alone. Well, I'll find a critical contradiction somehow, then I'll have her. I don't buy it. Objection, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe. You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Then what may I ask? Is a bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is that what it means to not fight back? Bingo. I don't buy it. Yes, I'm aware of that. Oh, I think it is enough to substantiate. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, so... While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up it on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. On the surface, it does seem to make sense. However, I will not go down that easily. Very well. There is quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. And in body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim. Yes, I'm aware of that, Miss Von Karma. I don't believe it. She even started up on the Korean channeling technique. So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him. How badly hurt would you say he was? That's gonna happen to anyone, even if it is just a little bit of blood. That happened to me a few times. So I've actually gone for blood tests a few times. Handgun? Got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder. Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against something? So you're saying the bullet hole in this costume was made then? Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt. Maya has never fired a gun before in her life. This testimony certainly makes us look bad. There's got to be a contradiction in there somewhere, and uncovering it is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it. Blah, 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 blah. Shut up, Miss Von Karma. No, I don't buy it. If he missed, why is there a bullet hole in the costume? Objection! Objection, Your Honor. Missing the tiny hole in this costume will be the prosecution's undoing. This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. You said that the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this costume? This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. But there is not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. It means if the shot was fired, when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other. Wishy-washy thinking, you say? Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Objection, Your Honor. As if that were even possible. According to testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have been able to have the strength to push the defendant very far after that. No. No, no, no. Concentrate and think. This makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. There's a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor. There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And what was she, and when she was about to strike, the doctor took a shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. Bingo! Gotcha! This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic. I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means when the shot was fired, the defendant, was not ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground. Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired this shot. The bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location about 8 inches off the ground. Gotcha! Bingo! She was standing here, near the folding screen. Gauge your distance from that? Quite simple. That would not make any sense. The victim would not be able to get off the killer would not be able to get off a straight shot if they were actually standing near the folding screen. That's impossible. You, of all people, should know the answer to that, Miss Von Karma. If you were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume. Oh, yes. It does change everything. Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with this knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time? Bingo! Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be up by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? Figure things out and prove that the logic behind everything is your job. Next witness. It's gotta be Lotta. Everyone, I am actually done for now. I'll most likely be back tonight. Hopefully, we'll be able to finish this case. Until later on, sayonara.